Hi everybody.
Hello.
It's this time of the year again. It's DEMA show, so you know what's coming. Most obscure scuba items in the scuba industry.
I have to say though, this year it's been a little dicey.
Well,
it's been
of course,
a little some work.
We've done our research. We've been walking around the booth here, and it's hard work. I guess maybe they've listened. Some of the weird stuff we covered last year is still here, so we're not going to cover that again. But let's see what we can find. So join us for a little walk and talk, and we'll see what weirdness we find on the booth this year. We're in Vegas, so there must be some Vegas-y things here. Well, look who we ran into. Ben from Dive Extras. And it's not really a weird thing, it's actually quite a nice thing, but hey, we decided to cover it anyway. Because, well, you know us, we like the rule of thirds, and always we do a rule of thirds in gases, and also in scooter batteries. And these guys, like, they've been in the scooter market for how many years?
20 years.
20 years. They've always been, in some way or shape or form, ahead of the game with their scooters and their power tool batteries. And again, they've done something which is quite nice. What have you done now, Ben?
So the normal scooter has 4 bars for giving you the battery indicator, and so each bar is 25%. Now what we've added is a thirds mode, so anytime you can hold the trigger down for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds it gives you an audible beep, and at that point it measures the capacity of the battery and divides it by 3. It then changes the display on the scooter. So instead of the normal 4-bar display, you get a 3-bar display where each bar is a third of your battery capacity.
That's amazing. So, I mean, obviously doing the normal math of a fully charged battery, that's relatively easy. If I know 3-hour runtime, okay, great. An hour trigger time, and that's me turning around. But half-use battery, 45% use battery, 75 use, then it becomes tricky.
Yep. And so at any time on the dive, so say you do your main part of the dive, you come back and you've still got gas, you've still got battery, you can just hold the trigger for another 10 seconds, it'll reset the thirds and give you thirds of whatever that remaining capacity is.
Wow.
So,
see, told you.
And we also added an audible warning, so even if you're not paying enough attention, whenever you drop to the next third, the scooter will beep at you. Yeah, that's cool. So I'll give you.
I'm in on this.
Yeah, this is what we call useful beeping. Useful beeping, for sure. Well, thanks, Ben.
Hey, no problem.
As always, innovative, and let's see if we can get these things in the water.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Let's go and see what else we can find here on the show. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I've seen the Lost Jay. Let's see what he's found. Seem to have lost you there, Jay. What did you find?
Yeah.
You find something?
So an enclosed spool.
What now?
An enclosed spool.
All right.
So instead of with the finger, you now have a lockdown that locks it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Now it's loose.
You're looking on the one on, you're looking at the one going.
And how do you
now.
attach this on the other end? Like, this is the easy part.
Yeah, so you have to go.
Oh, there's a
Oh, it's locked in.
Got the tunnel
You gotta go through this.
Mass is sitting at about, depends on the water, sitting at either about
That'll work.
15.
And now I can lock it.
You know,
Like so.
been 3 years.
Then I can, it's locked, then I can unlock.
Yeah, we used to go up there.
It's like a little reel.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Now I can bring it back in. There we go. Check this out. A little shark tooth with Dark Scuba.
Yes, sir.
Darkscuba.com?
Yes.
Yeah, darkscuba.com.
Well, there you go.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Thank y'all.
No worries. Yeah, so you got caught in some line there, I guess. Pun intended.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it, I was just curious, and yeah, I mean, just getting your fingers around that, pretty tough.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of reel. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really see why you need to cover up the fact that the line is on the spool.
Yeah.
I don't see what problem it solves, but hey, it's innovative.
Yeah.
It's 3D printed, because everything has to be 3D printed
Yeah.
nowadays.
It looked nice.
Looked good. Felt good. Weird. On to the next. What's there?
Dun 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 dun.
Darth Vader came.
That's from far away. It looks exactly like Darth
From
Vader.
here,
Yeah.
it looks like Darth Vader. 100%. So Jay, what do we always say about the wing size? The gas in the wing
Carries the weight of the gas.
carries the weight of the gas. Exactly. So you don't need an oversized wing because the gas is only so much weight. But you can probably definitely get an undersized wing. What did we find here? This must be the smallest wing I've ever seen. I think the contents is what? Maybe a liter?
A spare air.
1 kilo lift? So this is the wing you would need with a spare air. If you're only gonna dive with one of those funny spare airs,
This is it.
probably the wing you need.
This is it.
A 1 kilo lift wing. I guess.
Yeah, maybe I should take this out of spare.
I could just keep a fart in and that'll give you more buoyancy. So, I guess they're bringing circular mask back.
Oh.
Jay's breaking the stand.
Sorry about that.
You can actually see quite well with these.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
you look like a minion.
That's how I'm looking good. Yeah? No, actually, I'm kind of surprised. Yes.
Who knows? They might be making a comeback.
I think they are.
Yeah. Imagine the amount of breaths it takes to clear that from
Oh, yeah.
water. But circular masks. Jay found a game.
You get 3 bowls.
Okay. All right. I only have 2 though.
I'll give you 3. You ever watch Total Recall? Give me 3.
All right.
If you get one of these, it's a trivia. If you get the bullseye, you just win the trip. There's
Okay.
no catch.
All right.
What you got?
What's the trip? What is the trip?
We have a 4-day resort and a 7-day cruise. And if you get the bullseye, you get game tickets.
Okay.
What you got?
From the
Go win yourself a trip, buddy.
You got this, bro.
None of it.
Bullseye.
Nope, I haven't had a winner yet, so we'll see. So today. That's trivia.
Did you play it?
Oh, okay.
If you get the trivia right, both of y'all can answer since y'all are together. If you get the trivia right, it's just as good as the bullseye.
Okay, trivia.
What are the rules of the trivia?
Get it right.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
You have to answer 2 different questions.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Famous? No, hell no.
Oh, but he said the rules. He had to get it right.
No.
That's why I asked the rules.
I like that. Famous movie called Forrest Gump. In the movie Forrest Gump, he had a boat. What did Forrest name the boat?
After the girl.
Yes.
I can't remember the girl's
Jenny.
name. Jenny.
That's one.
That's right.
I need you to tell me the name of this movie. Show me the money.
Oh, it's Jeremy Mark.
Come on, man. Congratulations. Let's go, baby.
That's good, baby.
Nobody's got that one right. Nobody's got that one right.
Really?
Nobody. No, they don't know. I like they've never seen it.
Yeah.
Where do y'all want to go for 4 days?
So is this a timeshare sell?
This, you'll do a meeting, but you don't have to buy anything.
Ah, I
But
see.
we'll cover your place. Where do you want to go? And you also get a cruise after this, so pick what you like.
You get a cruise and you get to go somewhere.
That smelled a whole lot of scam to me.
I didn't win, but I did win. But then I didn't win because I walked away, and then that means I win.
Exactly. There's no catch at all. Like no catch. You just have to show up for one meeting here and there, and there's no catch.
And then eventually you'll want to travel with us again.
Of course.
Yeah, I think
because you don't feel scammed at all.
I kept my email safe.
Yeah. flip the card around so they don't scan you. Oh, books! Look over there, books. I got a new book. More reading material.
Plain reading.
Oxygen and the Brain. It's heavy. Well, that wasn't obscure, but I like to stay on top of things and stay sharp, so more reading stuff. Let's find some weirdness. Right?
Yes.
What? By this time next year, you'll be diving with a Tutu.
Tutu. Not a tutu.
A tutu. Is it a tutu? Okay.
If you want.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What's this?
So basically this is a device that enables you to accomplish eye connection underwater. So you're calling out your buddy, you're prepared before the dive, you press your button, your buddy gets a vibration and an LED ring, he knows you're calling him, you look at him for recreational purposes, safety also. And if you're diving in a group, there's an instructor device, and when he presses the button, his entire group gets alerted with a different color, different feedback. They know the instructor is calling them out. They look up. It's like, hey, watch this shark. Hey, there's a turtle. How much air do you have? For any purpose. There's also emergency call. If you long press your button, both your buddy and the instructor of the group will receive an SOS call. They know something's up. That's basically the idea.
Okay.
Why are people swimming so far away from each other? You think?
They don't have to be so far away.
Oh.
They can be
Close.
2 meters. Yeah. They can be here, looking at the coral, and you're looking at the turtle,
Yeah.
right? And you want to call me, but you need to take your eyes off the turtle to come and call.
I see.
So, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. No noise, no interruptions. That's it.
And what does this do that a light signal doesn't?
It's a vibration, haptic feedback,
Yeah.
and lights.
Oh, okay.
And you can practically just a bit hear it, the vibration.
Okay. Nice. Thanks.
Thank you. I thought it was going to be a tutu. That was interesting to me.
Yeah, I was expecting tutus as well.
Ballerina under one.
We should have asked him, what if you have 3 twos?
Yeah, then it's not a tutu anymore. It's a 3-2.
2-3 or a 3-2?
3-2.
Well, both equal 6, I guess.
3-1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, how it works.
Again, one of these products that solves a problem that's not really there.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
But there might be an application. I don't know. I don't know about you, Jay, but it apparently isn't that hard to find weird stuff.
It wasn't. We like did a scouting, and we were feeling a little discouraged. But now we've been walking around. It's like,
And then we're not even half done yet.
Yeah,
So
we're not even
let's
half
go
done.
and see what we can find.
Yeah, sounds good.
So far, so good, right? Look, carbon cylinders. What's this all about?
This is called the Avelo system, and the whole purpose behind the system was actually to make Scuba lighter weight.
Okay.
Yeah, and the added benefit from that is that they got rid of a buoyancy control device, which means you have no compressible air volume that changes with depth, which means that you're neutrally buoyant for your whole dive.
What about the suit you're wearing? That's kind of compressed.
Expands and compressed, but not as much as we think, and mostly in the first atmosphere.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you can play the system so that you account for that, but it's a lot less than we think.
Yeah, okay, wow.
So it uses ballast like.
Depends on the thickness, obviously.
Yeah, so I'm from California, so 7 mil,
Yeah.
you know, or dry suit. And
Yeah.
yeah, quite a bit.
That's
yeah.
going to definitely impact it a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. So the way that it works is like a ballast like system, like a submarine.
Yeah.
So you're borrowing water for weight,
Okay.
right? So whenever I need to become more negative, I add water into this specialized tank called a hydro tank,
Yeah.
and that makes me heavier. So maybe right before my safety stop.
But water underwater weighs nothing.
But water underwater will take this bladder and compress it.
Yeah?
So you're compressing the air volume that is buoyant, so that becomes negative.
Ah, okay. I see. Yeah.
So this system,
Then where does the air go you breathe?
so tank inside a tank,
Okay.
right? So when the air is inside the tank, it goes inside the bladder.
Yeah.
And when you run water into the system, the bladder does that.
I see.
You get into the water slightly positive, that way you're floating.
Yeah.
And when you want to begin your dive, you add water to the tank, about 2 pounds or so if you're here, right? That makes you neutral. And now you exhale and descend, and then you're neutral for the entire dive, except for the gas that you consume. So a full tank is usually around 6 pounds of gas. Most
Yeah.
people start to feel a little bit positive, around 2 pounds lighter. So you start to feel like you're floating a little bit. You run that pump again, 2 pounds of water in, neutral. Right? So you might adjust, if I'm properly weighted, I'll adjust my buoyancy 2 or 3 times a dive instead of
All the
30.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is just a pump that pumps
Yeah.
the water in, or the dual
Yeah.
pump, or how does that work?
So this is how it works. So this button down here is what activates the battery.
Okay.
And this battery powers a pump. It's a hydraulic pump. And these holes here pull in ambient water and push it through this high pressure hose into the bottom of the tank,
And into that.
into this space here.
Oh, I
into
see.
the surrounding space.
I see. Okay.
Now the bladder compresses. Now you're neutral.
Okay. Gotcha. And I have to press that.
Yep.
It doesn't automatically do it for me.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still controlling your buoyancy,
eventually the gas that is in there that you're breathing, that's inside the black tube,
Yeah.
won't let you add any more water because the air is in there.
Yeah, so what would actually happen is the battery would die, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're consistently running that pump and this is going to get higher and higher and higher pressure the more that you squeeze it,
Yeah.
which means the pump has to work hard.
Yeah.
Right, so eventually the battery would die. But the cool thing is that everything happens so much slower, right? There is not a dropped weight pocket. There is not a stuck inflator button. So even if you go and you run that pump, you're adding 2 pounds over the course of a minute, right? So for you to feel heavy, it would take a long time, a lot of effort, and eventually it would just end up dying, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be able to.
How does water get out?
Great question. So this is a mechanical function. It's called the purge valve.
Okay.
Right. So air always wants to expand. So the air just pushes the water out as soon as you open it.
As soon as you come up.
Yeah, or whenever you open.
Oh, you have to open this.
Yeah. It's just a spin.
I see. So you got to reach back, push a button back here to add water,
Yep.
and then when I'm going down, then I want to come back up. I've got to reach back and twist that.
No. So most people will never touch that purge valve until they get out of the water.
Ah, okay.
Right, because the only thing that will happen as your dive continues on is you will only become lighter. So you will only add water.
Because you're losing gas.
That's exactly right? So then you want to get out of the water, you want to be light again, so you just let that out.
Okay.
Now the exception to that is a 7 mil wetsuit.
Yeah. Still wearing weights?
So I dive this system, like I said, I can kind of change it up, but I can dive this system with 0 weight.
Zero weight. But
Yes.
with the 7 mil.
With the 7 mil. So pick that up.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm about 20 to 25 pounds lighter, depending on what suit I'm wearing.
Yeah, on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then obviously, neutral underwater. So you will, especially in California, wear some weight, but marginally less. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
I'm kind of stumped. It's like the price is quite high,
Yeah.
$4,000 for a 10-liter tank.
Yeah. You can't travel with the tank,
You can't travel with the tank.
but you can buy it now.
Yeah. And it solves a buoyancy issue for a essentially dive for an 80 cubic feet aluminum cylinder.
Yeah.
Whereas, well, we alluded to the other small little wing. The wing carries the weight of the gas. The weight of the gas in a 80 cubic feet aluminum cylinder is what, 6 pounds maximum, maybe even 5 pounds. That's definitely doable with a little bit of training.
Yeah.
Like if you give me $4,000 for training, I can definitely teach you how to use your
2,000.
lungs.
Do that.
You do it for 2. He's even shortchanging me here.
The interesting thing about that system, though, is they say you stop messing around with pushing the buttons on the VCD, but you got to push the buttons on the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's maybe less pushing, but it's still the same thing.
You still cannot just shut your brain off and think you're going to swim up and down, as she self alluded to, with the thickness of a suit, and even the thickness of a dry suit.
Yeah.
You're going to have, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I see it's interesting. It's novel.
It's novel.
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, but we're not submarines.
Not yet.
Right?
Too bad.
Yeah. What's going on here? You guys are the most boring booth in the whole show. What are you selling? You're not a booth? No. Okay, we'll find something else. It's always nice bothering people having a lunch. What did we find?
Well, have your mask ever fought?
Of course it does.
What's the solution?
Yeah, exactly. The greener the cleaner, as they say.
That's true. That's true.
But these guys have probably found a solution to that. What are you guys all about?
We have an anti-fog film that goes on the inside of your masks.
Film.
Oh, look.
Yes.
Mono.
Try that.
For the
mask.
mono mask.
They're
Yeah,
perfect.
there we go.
Yeah. Kind of an older style, but we like it.
Yeah, it's making a comeback.
If you add water dip your mask?
We like to say hydrate it because this is what creates the layer of water instead of the beading, which is what fog is.
Yeah.
So it flattens it out from this to this. Yeah. So it's hydrophilic. A lot of the products that are out there are hydrophobic, which is what the beading it sits on top. Yeah. Yeah. So they don't like water. Ours likes water.
We like water as well.
Yes.
So how long does it last?
At least a year. We've
Oh,
had
at least
them
a
go
year?
for over a year, and we haven't really had them go bad yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it costs $9?
$9 retail, yep, and we do wholesale pricing too.
Want one of these?
Yes,
take
sir,
one of these
please,
with
yeah.
me? Thank you. A little tester upper. Wow.
I'll try it.
Well, amazing. Imagine your backup mask, which is inherently always in your pocket.
And this guy here,
You never
this one's a
prepare it.
snorkel mask.
I made a video on in the past that you can prepare with some toothpaste, let it dry, and that's like a good intermediate thing. But this, according to them, lasts a year, and it works when it's wet. So stick that in your mask, especially in your backup mask, and it could be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it out and probably make another video on that.
Yeah.
Look here, more circular masks.
Yeah.
I guess they are making a comeback.
They are.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
You know, like I said, we did some research. We were feeling a little, maybe there's not something here. Yet, I feel like walking around, we found a bunch of cool things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they
Obscure
appeared as
things.
obscure things that
Yes.
popped up as soon as we whipped the camera out. So, well, I hope you find it as entertaining as we did,
Yeah.
walking around talking to these people.
I want to go for that scooter. That's a cool thing.
Oh yeah,
Divex.
yeah, that's actually very nice. So yeah, we got a couple more days on the show here on the booth. Tomorrow, Jeff and I will be recording a live podcast on obscure scuba questions. So watch out for that on our podcast
show
channel.
the booth.
And oh yeah, we can
show the
actually
booth.
show the booth.
Say hi, Jeff.
Look at that. So Jeff, we did find one thing was you as with eyeglasses, an anti-fog insert with eyeglasses. What do you think? Come on.
Here's the warning. If you experience
He's
eye
always going
itching,
for the
redness,
warning.
burning, drainage, pain, vision loss, or death, remove the inserts.
Wait, what? So when you die, you got to remove the inserts after you die.
I think you do it after you die.
Okay. Well, that might be something I didn't see on the
No,
initial.
you might have missed that.
Might have missed
It's
that.
proof of an afterlife.
So, so if you don't see a video with this being proven right or
It means
wrong,
we tried them.
it means I died by these.
We both tried them,
Yeah, and we couldn't.
and we're dead.
Take them off.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna go back to our booth and talk to our customers here. And signing out, as always. See you
Bye.
out there. Stay sharp.